All right, happy Sunday to everybody. I just wanted to go over a few things to look forward to that you should be working on this week. But first off, everybody's done a really good job of getting the first assignments, and I think just about everybody as of Sunday afternoon has turned in the first couple of assignments. And honestly, that is the best way to be successful in asynchronous class. I know you'll be told this over and over and over again, but just consistently working in the class is the best way to not only do well in here, but actually learn and retain the material. If you try to do it all in one clump, whether it's early in the week or late in the week, generally you're not going to learn the material as well. And when we get to the projects, that's when the struggling really begins. So just consistently working in the class is the best way to be successful in here. First thing that I want to call your attention to is the weekly agenda. If you've looked at this like Saturday night or Sunday morning, it has been slightly tweaked. Typically, once I post it, I'm not going to tweak it, especially like midweek. So don't think I'm going to ever surprise you on Wednesday afternoon and say, okay, we've got this big test due on Sunday. That's not going to happen. But this is also why I don't post like a monthly agenda, because things are going to be subject to change here, obviously, as we, interact with this different learning environment. The one change is the 3.1 homework. That wasn't on there before. And then also the quiz isn't just over section 3.1, which originally that's what it stated. It's going to be some questions from everything that you've covered so far in the MyConnect curriculum. So be wary of that. The other thing that I want to mention is the open dates and due dates. So last week I kind of had the open dates staggered, and I've kind of changed my tune on that a little bit. And basically everything will be open tomorrow, if not sooner. So actually 2.1 was opened up yesterday, but the rest of the assignments for this coming week are going to be open up tomorrow morning. But again, you want to make sure you're doing these over the course of time. I had them staggered so that it would kind of force you to do it over the course of the time, but I decided against that because I get some weeks you're going to have a ton of things to do in one class and you just want to knock out the assignments. The only exception is the quiz. The quiz open date, as you can see there, is January 20th. So that opens up on Wednesday. But all the other homework assignments, the videos, are opened on Monday. Keep in mind, last week's assignments, there's a 10-point penalty per day that you turn those in late. I believe they officially close next Sunday. So if you go past next Sunday, you won't be able to turn those assignments in. So the one other thing that I want to mention, because I had a couple of emails, I think people may be a little bit anxious about the projects, and I really don't want you to be anxious about the projects. Honestly, if this was a traditional class, and you can find this in the content folder, I really wouldn't have mentioned these projects until 2 weeks from today. The first project, as you can see, is the media reading assignment. It's due February the 7th, but if I pull up the calendar, February 1st is usually when I would introduce this assignment and give you more information. So in 2 weeks, this weekly video, I'm going to go into that media reading assignment more in depth. But that is our first project. Our second project due date isn't until March 21st. And then you can see the big semester project. We're going to turn this one in over the course of several different stages. So stage 1 isn't due until February 14th. Again, I'm probably not going to talk about stage 1 in depth until the February 7th video. That being said, can you click on it and read through it? You guys are all educated folks. You can read through it and get information, and you can probably get started maybe on stage 1 because it's really just a brainstorming stage. But if you want to wait and be absolute sure you're doing it right, it's probably best to wait until February 7th. Of course, you can always read through these and get information before we begin, but it's not something that I want you to be concerned about. Honestly, since this is just a weird, messed up year, I kind of wanted to start off pretty simple, pretty basic, with just using the MyConnect program and getting used to it and how it works So that's why the first week you just had lessons and homeworks. And then this week we're adding in a quiz through My Connect. So we're keeping it simple these first couple of weeks. The projects are there. If you want information about those, you can read up on them. But really the expectation is we're not going to start working on those for a couple more weeks. But I do appreciate the questions, do appreciate the concerns. If there's something that's making you anxious about the class, please reach out. Remember, I have office hours Monday and Wednesday from 3 to 4. You just need to email me and set that time up so that I am actually there on the Zoom link. Okay, that's all I've got for you this week. Have a great week, and we will talk real soon. See y'all.